What is fueling you? That's the question I have. That's the question that I ask you. What is fueling you? More importantly, I want you to look in the mirror and ask, what is fueling me? What is that thing that's the engine that's causing your car to move, right? What's the thing that's really fueling you? The reason I'm asking this question is that I came across a clip of an interview, and it's with Jerry Lorenzo, the creator of Fear of God Essentials, and his father, Jerry Manuel. You know, he's played 50 plus years in Major League Baseball, from a player to coach and manager, all of that stuff. And really hearing the root to what inspired the formation of Fear of God Essentials, and how faith was that underpinning that was exemplified in their home growing up. So Jerry Lorenzo, his father is Jerry Manuel. And what this clip will highlight is he talks about how growing up, they might not have had everything from a material perspective, but the principles they live by, the faith that they had underpinning their family, was the thing that carried them. And when you start to understand that if you are rooted in faith, and you understand that the thing that's designed for you is unique and special, and if you have the belief and the faith to walk in that thing, everything else falls into place. And it doesn't matter the kind of car you're driving, the suit that you're wearing, the people that you know, because you're operating with a different level of purpose, a different level of power. But that power and purpose is not you derived, it's what's fueling you. And that's the thing that God has ordained for you to walk in. And so this conversation, or this clip from Jerry Lorenzo, in which he kind of talks about his process, but the inspiration from his father helps to exemplify that. So what we're going to do, we're going to hear the clip, and then I'll give a reaction real quick in just a second.
I trust my instinct and my perspective and my point of view of fashion that is uniquely mine. And that provides the permission for me to be in my space. Mm-hmm. And I watched him manage the game in a way that only he uniquely could. And also feeding myself.
Hold on. He said that he trusts his instinct because he knows that his instinct is fueled by what's been uniquely designed in him. But that came from him watching his father manage and operate in baseball from a unique position in a unique space that was not like anyone else. That's when you understand the divine alignment of the gifts and tools and skills that you have, and how you're supposed to bring that, which is going to be very different from everyone else. Hear more from Jerry Lorenzo here.
From the same source that gives you that conviction and that instinct. And so, yeah, man, I watched, because as he said, like, he was either, a coach in the big leagues or in the minor leagues. And I watched him move within circles where what people valued would be, what you're driving, what you got on or whatnot. And, we were always struggling, check family. Mm-hmm. He was going to the ballpark with the same blue blazer on every day, but there was something about him that everybody wanted. Mm-hmm.
Can't buy that.
There was something about him that everybody wanted, even though he didn't have all the stuff that everybody wanted. See, society will make you believe that you got to have the stuff for people to want you. But the reality is this: if people just want you because of the stuff that you have, they don't want you. They want a pathway to the stuff. So I find value in being who I am and walking in spaces. And I'm not trying to impress you. If you and I connect, we connect, right? If there's something there that we can serve each other and be of value, let's do it. But we're not doing so based off of what's on the surface. I don't want to connect with you because of the money you have, the car you drive, or the position you sit in. Because the reality is, if I'm only connecting with you for those surface level things, then I really am not trying to connect with you. I'm just looking for a pathway to those surface level things. We have to look at this thing. It's not what you see, it's what's fueling you. That's why I asked the question, what's fueling you? Let's hear some more.
And there was something, you know, when the wives are having problems, they would talk to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something that my parents had that,
That's
although
deep.
we didn't have what, the players had, or maybe everyone else had monetarily,
Mm-hmm.
we had something else as a family.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've always known, what value really is, what cool really is, you know what I mean? What it's like.
What value really is. See, people put so much of an emphasis on the stuff, but they take a step back to really identify what the value proposition really is. And if you focus your attention on building a foundation around values, around principles, around faith, around understanding who you uniquely are, then it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks, because you might operate similarly to other people, but the reality is you might live a life that's completely different. And it's okay as long as you are aligned with the purpose that's been placed inside of you. So alignment is big. When I'm coaching, when I'm mentoring, when I'm counseling, when I'm helping people, through various things, my bucket of influence typically falls in four areas: mindset, alignment, effective communication, and emotional regulation. Those are concepts or principles that I know I'm called to help people walk it out in. And full transparency, I know my calling is to really help men who are high capacity walk it out at a high level. And the thing that's interesting about being high capacity doesn't mean that you're in a high position, because you have a lot of people who are in high positions that are not high capacity. Conversely, you have a lot of people who haven't gotten there yet, but they're high capacity. That's like the potential energy sitting there. And I know for me personally, I'm called to help those individuals who are high capacity, specifically guys, man. I know that's the lane that I walk in, but to help them walk it out at a high level. And the thing is, when we start understanding the gifts that are inside of us, the purpose that we have, the examples that were set, you don't have to try to look like anyone else, because those that you're called to serve, honestly, they're going to find you as long as you're willing to walk in the thing that you're called to walk in, and you're willing to walk in it the way that you're supposed to walk. So my question to you again, what is fueling you? What is fueling you? And if that thing that's fueling you is not something eternal, if it's not something that's bigger than what's on the surface, pause, take a step back, and let's go back to the drawing board, because you need something fueling you that's bigger than you, because what you're called to do might be, following the path of someone else. But the reality is there's a strong possibility that what you're called to do is not going to be copying and pasting what someone else has done. You are called to do what you are called to do. All right. And you'll find that by really diving into what's fueling you. But the real thing is, who is fueling you? Y'all be blessed, well, and wise. Go be the quarterback of your mindset. Leave your comments. Share this thing out. Until next time, y'all be blessed, well, and wise. Now, holla at you. Peace.